Okay, let's get right into it. If you think you know what a scam looks like, I'm here to tell you that the game has completely changed. We are in a brand new era of cybersecurity, and today we're going to break down the new rules, the new threats, and exactly how you can become the most important line of defense.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll unpack this new AI threat and see how it's making old tricks, like phishing, so much more dangerous. Then, we'll jump into the frankly kind of scary world of voice and video fakes. But we're not going to leave you there. We'll finish with the most important part, your personal playbook for defense and how you can become a key player on the front line.
All right, let's start at the beginning. We are living in a new security reality. You know, this isn't just a small upgrade for cybercriminals. It's a fundamental shift in how they operate. And their new weapon of choice? It's artificial intelligence. This quote really says it all. The days of spotting a scam because of bad grammar or spelling mistakes, they're gone. That email from a foreign prince who can't spell, yeah, that's ancient history now. AI doesn't make those simple mistakes, which means our old, reliable ways of spotting a scam just aren't good enough anymore. And the difference is just it's night and day. Think about it. Traditional attacks were like a shotgun blast. Thousands of generic messages just hoping one would hit something. But AI-driven attacks, they're like a sniper rifle. They are hyper-targeted, using personal details they've scraped from all over the web. The grammar is perfect, the tone is natural, and all of this leads to success rates that are, frankly, terrifyingly high.
So, how did we even get here? Well, it didn't happen overnight. You can see this progression pretty clearly. We started way back in the spray and pray era of just mass spam. Then it evolved to more targeted attacks on specific businesses. And now we've landed at phishing 3.0, where AI is generating not just perfect emails, but also faking voice calls and even video. And that brings us to the most common battlefield, right? Your inbox. It has always been the front line, but now the enemy basically has air support, and it is all powered by AI. So what does one of these supercharged emails actually look like? Well, it's flawless. It might casually reference a project you just talked about in a meeting, or a recent company event. It can even perfectly mimic the specific tone and writing style of your boss. But the real trap, the real genius of it, is the urgency. It's never over the top, it's always subtle, always plausible, and it's perfectly designed to make you act before you have a chance to think.
And look, this is not theoretical stuff. Let's look at a real-world case where attackers targeted a Fortune 500 company with thousands of unique AI-crafted emails. Every single one was a perfect, personalized trap.
And the results? They were absolutely devastating. A 78% click rate. I mean, that's just unheard of in this field. And then nearly half of those people went on to enter their login credentials on a fake site. This is the raw power of AI-driven personalization. It just slides right past our natural skepticism because it feels so real, so relevant to what we're doing.
But email is just the beginning. The next level of deception is already here, and it's targeting our most fundamental senses. Attackers are now weaponizing voice and video, creating a world where you literally can't always trust what you see or hear.
They call this vishing, or voice phishing. And what's truly frightening about this is that an AI only needs a few seconds of a person's voice, from, say, a YouTube video, a recorded conference call, anything publicly available, to create a perfect clone that can say anything the attacker wants it to.
So how on earth are you supposed to spot a fake? You have to listen for the context, not just the voice. Is the request really unusual or incredibly urgent? Are they pressuring you to act fast or, and this is a big one, to keep it a secret? And most importantly, are they asking you to bypass a standard security process? That right there is a massive red flag.
And now we've reached the absolute pinnacle of this tech: deep fake video calls. This is where sight and sound are combined to create this powerful, incredibly persuasive illusion. It's a direct attack on our basic human instinct to trust what's right in front of our own eyes. But here's the thing. These attacks can be beaten. Meet Sarah Chen. She gets a video call. It's her CFO demanding an urgent secret wire transfer. But Sarah noticed that things just felt a little off. The lighting in the video was weird, there's a tiny delay in the audio, and the intense pressure to bypass protocol just set off her internal alarm bells. So what did she do? She hung up. She called the real CFO on his number that she already had in her phone and confirmed it was a total scam. She single-handedly prevented a multi-million-dollar fraud because she trusted her gut and followed the process. Sarah's story is the perfect pivot. We've just seen how incredibly sophisticated these threats are, but the solution, the good news, is that it's surprisingly simple and universal. Let's talk about the core defense strategy that works against every single one of these attacks.
Here it is, the golden rule. If you take only one single thing away from all of this, please make it this. Always, always verify. If you get an urgent email, pick up the phone and call the person. If you get a suspicious video call, hang up and send a text to a number you already know is theirs. Use a completely separate, trusted channel to confirm any request that involves money, data, or access. Period.
Okay, your second line of defense is your digital shield, multi-factor authentication, or MFA. MFA is so critical because deception alone cannot break it. Even if an attacker tricks you into giving them your password, they can't fake the approval notification on your phone or your fingerprint. It's such a simple step, but it stops them cold. And finally, your strongest asset is your voice. When you report something that feels suspicious, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting the entire organization. You're giving our security teams the exact intelligence they need to block the attack and warn everybody else. It is an absolutely crucial act of collective defense. And that leads us to our final and honestly most important idea. You are not a potential victim in this story. You are the hero. Your awareness, your vigilance, that is the ultimate security tool that we have. So let's just recap that core defense checklist one more time. Number 1, always verify using a separate channel. Number 2, always use multi-factor authentication. And number 3, report suspicious activity the absolute moment you see it. Make these 3 things a daily habit. And I really want to leave you with this thought. You are not the weak link in the security chain. You are an active defender. Your critical thinking, your instincts, and your willingness to just speak up, that's what transforms the so-called human element from a vulnerability into our single greatest strength. So just remember, a healthy dose of doubt is now your best defense. The next time you get an unusual request, listen to that little voice in the back of your head and just ask yourself, when was the last time you trusted your instincts enough to just stop and verify?